Okay. Okay, now for the question 21, page 18, Kai Wen conducted an experiment to test the property of material X. Now, when you take a look at the word property of material, then you have to think the topic is on material. Alright, so properties of material. What are some of the properties of material that we have learned? One is strength, to test whether a material is strong or not strong, or weak, right? Whether it breaks or tears easily. The second property would be on transparency. This is how much light is able to pass through a material. So it can be opaque, it can be transparent, it can also be translucent. And then we have flexibility. That means how the material is able to bend. So we call it flexible or inflexible. And lastly, we have waterproof or not waterproof. Waterproof, it would mean that it does not absorb water. And not waterproof, it actually absorbs water. Okay, let's go on to the question then. She placed the material with no holes. Take note, there's no hole in this material over here, over an empty basin. So she actually just laid this material just over the basin and poured the water. So can you see this cup of water? She just poured it inside. And what she saw then, what Kai Wen observed was there was water collected in the basin. So there is some water collected when there is no holes. So that would mean this material here allows water to be absorbed or water to pass through it. So it means that it's able to absorb water. Now, then, and allow water to pass through it. So then recall, what property now are we testing here? Is it strength, transparency, flexibility, or waterproof? Then of course you can recall that something that absorbs water is something that is not waterproof. So of course we're looking at the property of waterproof. Okay, so here the question just basically asks, what can she conclude or what can she say about the property of material X? So what about the property of material X? Material X is able to absorb water, so what is the property here? It is not waterproof. Do take note, it is not waterproof and there's no such thing as non-waterproof. A lot of you write it as non-waterproof, N-O-N, which I do not accept. It is not waterproof. Okay? Next, Kai Wen then used material part Z. In this case, he repeated the experiment, but in this case using a different material, part Z. And what is part Z here? It is part of an umbrella, right? And this part here is the one that protects you from the rain, from getting wet. So what property is it then? Of course, it is waterproof. It does not allow water to pass through it, so it does not absorb in the water. So now he used the exact same material, put it on a basin, and he says that, he's going to pour the water again, just like what you see in the first part here. Now, the question asks you right now is, what can Kai Wen observe? What Kai Wen observe here means what Kai Wen see in the basin now. So they ask you to predict, that means to guess what you think will happen. Now, of course, you need to make a clever guess. And if this thing here is waterproof, you already know that it does not absorb water. So if it does not absorb water, do you think water will enter? No, water will remain at this material part Z. It won't even enter. So that would mean the basin would be empty. So I would accept if you say Kai Wen will observe that the basin does not have water in it. So any answers that tell me that the basin here does not have any water, I would accept. Or I would also accept if you tell me that the water is still at the material of part Z and it can't go through it. It can't go through it to go into the basin. I will still also accept that. Yeah. However, next part here, we have part A, part B. Now you need to explain. So why is it that you don't see the water in the basin? You have to explain that part. So of course, you link it back to the property. Part Z is waterproof. But you don't stop there. I would like you to explain further. What do you mean by waterproof? Water will not be absorbed. So part Z, water will not be absorbed. Or part Z does not absorb water. Okay? So that would be the answer.